Prophet Telvin Soa, Prophet Bernard L. Bernard. Wow. These are two, big men of God in our country, Ghana. They have been doing amazing well. If you look at what Prophet El Bernard has been doing, amazing. You look at what Prophet Telvin Soa has been doing, also amazing, right? Um, I want to admit to you that even though I don't operate in the prophetic, I don't know anything about the prophetic office, but looking at the office from afar is one of the most difficult office, religious offices to operate in. Let us be sincere to ourselves. Very difficult, but one of also one of the offices that Christians really expect much from, right? In terms of accuracy, a lot, you know. Now, this man of God has given prophecies in regards to flag bearership with NPP, right? And it's in two ways. Prophet Telvin Soa is saying it's Bawumia who's going to be the flag bearer. Prophet Bernard L. Bernard is saying it's, Ken Ohini Japan, Honorable, who is going to be the flag bearer for the NPP. Let's dive into these two prophecies and see what is really happening. Let's go.
I'm telling you again that the Lord told me, the Honorable Kennedy Ohini Japan will become the flag bearer of NPP after their primaries. Do you know the threat they gave me during the 2024 election? Ask them whether I ran. You are Ghanaian, I'm a Ghanaian, who should run? They brought their gun. Ask them whether I ran. I showed them where I am. They should try. And you are looking at insult. It's you see, some people need to know. Some of you, I don't know what to serve. Me, I serve God. And my name is Bernard El Bernard. The only thing you can choose is to lie against me. The only thing you can choose to do is to lie. What are the lies you say I'm not from God? Because you yourself, you are not sure who you are from. You will say, oh, he has a lot of children. It is true. You will say he has a lot of...
Guess who is going?
Everyone started a pushy for Kennedy Japan. Everyone so say a Bawumia. Say no. Ebe kose. Because who can say MPP fwe say oman hwe ya emu beche. Right. Me kai say okay. Nti say na kono sa na ebeye. And said they, who is to be the next flag bearer
of the MPP?
Of the MPP.
All right. The flag bearer will be maintained.
Bawumia?
Yes. Will maintain. But then at one point in time, it will be changed.
That's so for you today.
He will lose the first election, he will lose the second election. Then, on top of a mountain, under a tree, will thou eat the fruit. It is established.
2028, Bawumia and MPP for the NECO. No elusu. And yes, sir.
Yes.
Na olusu ye no. 2032 no mo fa ne nkobim ana obesen lusu 2032.
Watch the words carefully.
Exactly.
Exactly. Behold, on a mountain, okay, under a tree,
okay,
thou would eat the fruit, the lowly fruit. So, that will be.
And the Bawumia be ko independent. Now I call when you na so fuchile because say who the fruit in so there. Na say who didi aduane a ede.
Yes, very nice fruit. But the thing with utterance of the prophetic timeline is that it has its own holds.
Okay.
So once they don't give me the utterance, I can't break it down to you. But when the utterance comes, once they know the date, time, bang, 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 that's how it is. And only a pastor that you manage it. When the utterance comes to, I'll give it to you more garnished and more open. Because when God gives the utterance, I take it from there.
Wow.
Absolutely.
What will happen to Honorable Kennedy Japan?
Honorable Kennedy.
What checking the timeline?
I'm watching the ultimate timeline. So if he's going to play a part of it, I'll let you know.
Not to say he won't be part of 2028 elections.
They will be part of it. They will raise his hands in front of the public. They will clap for him, every other thing like that. But that is not for 2028.
Yeah, Ben.
In the 2032.
In 2028, you know. Obedia tum na Bawumia ko. Ana say tokwasem na ebesi.
In 2028, for the foundation of that election, now I'm going for all the other primaries, Bawumia will still emerge victorious. There won't be any shaking fight, nothing. There won't be much of anything. The only thing that will come out in the foundation is that the battle. I'm not supposed to say that.
Say it.
It's limited.
Say Nyankopon kra ne angels no understand say what is the capital of all radio stations, you know, and there was a breaking news no face. And the battle no be there.
All utterance, no. The scribe of God. Once the scribe is closed in that chapter, it means don't say it at all.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll keep that one. Let's go to the next one.
Still on Bawumia 2028, no. Would there be a division in the NPP? And I said they will be united ahead of the election.
The election 2028?
Yes.
Oh, there will be people are gone. They are gone far. People are gone trying to mind their own business long time ago. Yes. Oh, long time.
Are you here for
2 years from now? Reshuffle. The next kind of MPP you'll be seeing in 2028 will be different faces. Different people.
with Bawumia?
Different people, yes.
As I'm not can say and I be
because I'm watching time. I am seeing the people that are there doing campaign. I'm seeing Bawumia's campaign. I'm seeing the clothes he's wearing, the dates of the campaign that he's doing, where he's going to, where he's coming from, how the primaries will be won, every single thing, whatever he's doing, going up and down. This time there's not a lot of dancing, there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of amazing things, there is university and other things like that. But even at the end of the day, the election was still lost. But notwithstanding, the faces I was seeing was not the normal faces, even the running mate.
About dropping a po.
Then they are whole canon.
Bawumia is coming back 2028 or be contested, but with different running mates.
They will give him a woman to come with. But then there is one branch of time within that angle that is very specific. As for the Napo side, it's already been transcended. They are filtering it off already. They're already filtering it off already. But then there will be someone that will be presenting herself for that angle. And that is what the branch of time is. That is why the election will be lost. So if they also want to clue, that is how it is. But there's still, the election will be lost. All the two branches I am looking at is all lost.
And the maintaining Napo can they win?
It's one woman in Napo. All the two branches, I saw the outcome. And the 10 of the outcome happened 3 years from now. 3 years from now, it happens specifically in the month of May. 15.
Wow. I see.
I'll right now.
I see. Not just a senior say, last me bizarre. And I want to repeat, say, I say, MPP party no. Send ya okay pay your prophecy now o man no. As I say no ajiegu a oye nehwia enye yie. Edia na esi ya physically and spiritually. Ama MPP party no say no as a omotaria na why. What have they done?
That point in the prophetic timeline, it's a big secret that I don't want to reveal it entirely.
That Omoye Bibi.
Yes. Covenant breached, 16-year contract. You took it, you breach it, you have to pay the consequences.
I'm going away. Covenant. I'm going away.
Secret. It is established.
Omampeni dada nanadu dankwe kufado.
2025 market crash has come to an end, and you've heard it here first. Trump tariffs have caused an uncertainty on the market. This is the right time for investors to jump in. Now, XPX, that is XMP 500, dropped 21%. NAS 100 dropped 27%. UK 100 dropped 16%. US 30, best 30 performing companies, right, in the United States dropped 20%. BTC, I predicted, is going to hit 75K. It even dropped to 74,000 and some few pennies there, right? Now, this is the time. The elites have taken profit. The market has gone down during uncertainty with Trump tariffs. This is the time that we have set into an accumulation phase. You want to invest into the forex market, the synthetic, space. You want to invest into the crypto market. You want to do forex. You want to do stocks. You don't know how to do it. Join the financial market masterclass with Trader Nixon, and I'll show you how to do it like a pro.
Well, it is happening here, right? Now, 2028 elections is some few years down the line. You and I know that, right? Somebody will say, how is 2028 elections like a few years down the line, and we are now talking, or we've been talking about flag bearership in the past months? Yeah, it's very important. The NPP is in opposition now. They really need like leaders who are going to represent the party for the elections 2028. They need to be prepped before 2028. Now, a lot of people in the party are channeling their energies and their support to Bawumia. People are also channeling their energy and their support in the party to Ken. These are like amongst all the people that are saying, okay, I'm going to contest for the flag bearership in the primaries. These are like two people that have higher chances of, winning the primaries and representing the party. Now, looking into the prophecies, Prophet El Bernard, from the beginning of this year, that is what I have seen. From the beginning of this year, I've seen that the man of God started talking more on Ken, more on Honorable Ken, more on Honorable Ken, right? What the Lord is telling him about Honorable Ken in Japan and all of that. Beautiful. Yeah, very beautiful. Now, both Bawumia, right, in MPP and Ken, they are beautiful people. They are like very intelligent people, very charismatic people. Very charismatic people. Yeah. And you see, when you take Ken, let's look at the flaws of Ken, right? Ken is very outspoken. We know that, right? To the extent that sometimes he doesn't even see his words when he's talking. He can go head to head, toe to toe, and say whatever he feels like he needs to say. I like him. He's very real real. You understand? Pour out whatever is on his heart. I like people like that. They are real. You understand me? But, you see, despite the fact that I like people like that, you are someone also who
is trying to run for presidency or, be a leader for a particular, party, So there are some things, they are your traits and that's like your characteristic, but then you still need to, adjust some things with your personality, right? We're all here in this country when Ken came and was like, if he's going to bed, there's only one thing that he thinks about: money and, intokwa, right? But see, everybody is having their flaws, right? And their traits. That is fine. Ken, it does not stop Ken from becoming a good leader. That's one thing that I want to establish here for everybody to understand. I hope that is clear. Now let's take Bawumia. Bawumia is one person that, guys, if you look into the sound, you see that a difference in the sound, right? All of these while for like the past 4 minutes, I've been talking without, inserting my microphone. That's crazy, So pardon me for that. Look, when you take Bawumia has been in power for 8 years. He hasn't been the main president. He's been a vice president for 8 years. All of the things that Bawumia said, 90% of them, he hasn't done anything. Most especially with regards to the economy. We all know that. That is a bad way of being in power, and not like, it's very bad. Like, you don't have any reputation at the end of the day. Because you cannot say A and do B. You cannot preach, and practice vice. You understand what I mean to say? So it's so crazy, about these two figures. But putting that aside, I don't know the future. These two major men of God knows. God talks to them, right? We've seen El Benan come forth and say, okay, Mahama is going to win. You see, these people, it doesn't mean that they belong to MPP or NDC if they give. You see, for now, the energy of MPP apparatchiks would be like Prophet El Bernard El Bernard. It's like, they are like, it's going to be like they are A-list prophet or something. I don't know how to put it, but they are favorite because he's talking and speaking what he has seen in the realms, and it's going in the favor of MPP and Ken. But it doesn't work that way. El Bernard was prophesying about NDC or Mahama having to win the elections. He prophesied that. Does it also mean that he belongs to the NDC? No. But let's put that aside. Prophet Bernard El Bernard says, look, Ken will win the primaries. Beautiful. Now, we look into the prophecy that Prophet Zoe also gave. And he looked into 2 timelines. And all the timelines, he didn't see any possibility for Honorable Kennedy Japan winning the primaries to becoming the flag bearer of NPP. And that has raised a lot of tensions amongst NPP apparatchiks, party apparatchiks, right? Tagging Prophet Zoe as an NDC prophet. Look, this man of God also prophesied years back that Nana Addo Dankwa is going to win the elections. It's 2 things here. Prophet Bernard prophesied NDC last year, like before they won the elections. Prophet Telvin prophesied NDC. He also prophesied MPP in times back, and they won. These prophets are operating in their office. Let's just leave them alone. I know party apparatchiks will carry El Bernard because, now we have you get what I'm trying to say, but it doesn't work that way. What I am trying to tell you guys that whether Prophet A is saying this or Prophet B is saying that, look, the office of the prophetic is one of the hardest thing to ever operate in. Because, look, you can see something and see clearly and interpret it wrongly. It happens. It does not mean the person is not a prophet. It does not mean the person has not been called to become a prophet. It doesn't mean the person is not a good prophet enough. The person has just interpreted it wrongly. And someone can see, and maybe the time frame that he puts to the prophecy
will be too imminent or close, rather than what is supposed to, like, maybe, let's say, Ken to become president. I'm just saying, right? For example's sake, Ken to become president, then the prophet will say, just the prophet, quote prophet, yeah, will say, oh, Ken will become president 2028. Then maybe Ken will definitely be president in a timeline, but Ken will be president maybe let's say, for example, say 2040. Ken will definitely become president, but the timeline that maybe the prophet gave wasn't just the right timeline, but he saw it. You understand what I mean to say? So what I want you to know is that as much as we want to hear a lot from prophets, oh, what are they saying? What are they? Look, it is the hardest thing to do. Very hard to do. Sometimes you see the things, it's so crazy. So let's take our time. People who are MPP will vote for who they want. You see, the internal elections is even one of the craziest things that happens, because people want to, like, they are, like this with maybe Bawumia. Others are also like this with, we'll see. They said they are going to do their primaries 2027, right? Or 2026. Yep. Next year, early next year. We'll see what will happen. It's not far-fetched, right? We'll see what will happen, and then we'll see what God said or what God is saying, whatever, right? So these are two things, and to me, honestly, putting these two prophecies aside like this, my opinion, looking into the NPP party, I feel like Bawumia is having an edge over Kennedy Japan. I'm just saying, people will come for my neck, but I don't care about you, bro. I don't even know you, right? I feel like Bawumia is still having an edge, and there are some elites in the NPP party. This is my opinion. This is just my opinion. I don't know anything about NPP, right? But what I've seen, I feel like Bawumia is having like elites who are going to channel more support to him in the NPP than Ken. I know, right? Ken is supporting the party not now, finance-wise and all of that. I don't even, that's, I know. Like, let's put that aside. Charlie, you go give somebody money, then later on, he can't lick your ass. It be normal. You understand me? So, it be people's them are favorite, they go vote for. You understand what I do? Be who they give money. That'll be the fact. So, that's it. It has been a long conversation, but if you have watched this far, thank you. Make sure you subscribe, share, like this video, put out some post notification. These two prophecies, we'll see what will happen next year, probably early next year. Yeah, I'm out.